Aloha, Tanya.
Aloha, Anna.
How are you?
Good.
We're the Paradise Patriots, and we're going to talk a little bit about our illustrious Senator
Brian
Schatz. So what's Brian up to?
I don't know. He did this really interesting video that he put on Facebook yesterday. We should watch a little
Let's
bit
watch
of
the
it.
video
It's
first.
got 216,000 views already.
We'll watch it first, and then we'll talk about what we think, connecting the dots, what we think is going on with this. So let's just take a peek here.
The very first bill passed in United States history was called the Oath Act. It mandated that members of Congress solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States. And today we are called to fulfill that oath. Regardless of what party we belong to, we have an obligation to that oath.
Extra
we must
large
protect
text.
the country. And there is no doubt of the
Subliminal
danger.
messaging.
The Russian foreign minister and ambassador now have information that they should not have. It's time to do something about it. And so let today be the day for Republican courage, because it wasn't yesterday, and we can't wait until tomorrow. What we need is courage and patriotism from the Republicans, and what we cannot have is mumbling in the direction of being concerned or troubled or wanting more information. What we need is true patriotism from Republicans, and that comes in actions and not words.
Interesting.
I want more information.
I want more information too.
Why is that a bad thing?
Let's give some more information of how we connected these dots. So what is he pertaining to? What is he really asking for? I think he's asking for the special investigation
Right.
on the Trump
And the Trump-Russia.
tie.
Yeah. Good luck.
Can we say red baiting?
That is
Red
a
baiting.
serious.
So the
serious
last two Russia stories didn't stick,
They came up with another one.
right? And even Dianne Feinstein and that
Came up with another one.
investigative group found that there was nothing there. That's 2 times what we have.
Well, third time's a charm.
Third's a charm, red baiting.
You
So
know.
now we're afraid of what?
Well,
Why do we need a special investigator? What did he do? What did he do this time? And I want to really say, I am not a Trump fan. However, the push to regime change in our own country is a dangerous path
I
that
agree.
we don't want to go there.
I agree, and I think his Senator Schatz's call for courage and patriotism by the Republican Party and not by his own party,
The Democratic
who have
Party.
2 lawsuits against them for last year's
Right,
elections. The class action lawsuit it's being suppressed in all of the media.
Right.
It's
It's
absolutely
a media
ridiculous.
blackout.
And so I'd like to call out Brian Schatz and say, hey, can you call out your bosses at the DNC? Because this is absolutely insane. Okay, first of all, the DNC has now stated in a court of law that it believes that there is no enforceable obligation to run the primary elections of this country's democracy in a fair and impartial manner.
So basically what they just said is they can do what they want.
Yeah, they have the freedom to determine its nominees by internal rule.
Right. So actually our primary is a sham.
It's a complete sham. So all of us who donated,
And
it doesn't matter.
sign waived and all of whatever we did for whatever.
I don't know how the
candidate we
Democratic Party
supported.
could recover from these admissions in a court of law.
That was their defense.
That was their. Oh, it gets worse
Wait,
if you
can you
read
read
the
that
court
again?
transcript.
That was their
The
defense.
DNC has now stated in a court of law that it believes there is no enforceable obligation to run the primary elections of this country's democracy in a fair and impartial manner.
So then we don't have a democracy is basically what they just said.
Yeah, well,
Because our candidates are chosen for us. And the rest of it is just
it seems like it's a
it's
nice
a circus.
show.
Yeah. It's theater.
It's more
It's
political
more theater.
Oh, yay!
If I would have known, I would have
That's where my
dressed up.
donation was. The ticket.
Yeah.
It was the ticket I bought for this
I don't know
political
what
theater.
I didn't get my
I didn't get a glass of wine or
I
anything.
don't know, I didn't even get my lines
I didn't get a
delivered to me.
program.
Me either.
Okay, well, what Mr. Spiva, the DNC lawyer, also said, in response to my hypothetical that the party could choose its nominees in a smoke-filled room, the way they used to do it, I just want to reiterate that the party ran the process fair and impartially and does not do that and doesn't plan to do that. But these, again, are political choices that either party is free to make and are not enforceable in a court of law. This is insane.
Then why do they exist?
This is... I don't know, but the judge corrected them and said, but it's in the charter. The court says, you're talking about the DNC's charter. Yes, their bylaws, which is where this purported obligation arises to remain neutral as between the candidates.
So the lawsuit basically if you don't know, the lawsuit was filed by people
Jared
who worked
and Elizabeth Beck.
right on behalf of 150 Bernie supporters who became part of the class action suit because $228 million were donated to the Democratic Party, assuming that there would be a fair and impartial
Hillary outspent
election,
Trump 2-1
right?
and still lost.
and a fair and unbiased primary. And the WikiLeaks emails exposed the truth that in fact was not, didn't happen, and there was no intention of that.
And now
happening.
they've even admitted it in
Right.
court.
Right. That
And
was
no Democrats are going crazy. Like, oh my God, how am I going to get... Well, Brian doesn't have to run next year. But other Democrats in our state have to run next year. Who the heck is going to be dumb enough to donate to the
any money
Democratic
to the
Party?
DNC. Even
Who's
if you
going to
think
donate to the DNC?
right, and if you think you're donating it for a specific candidate, that's not. It's not necessarily the fact that it will go to that
Donate
candidate.
to Aloha Aina, donate to the Green Party. I don't care who you donate to. Well, no, don't. Maybe not.
Well,
to
now
GOP.
there's a second lawsuit. Don't
There's
forget.
a second.
There was
But
a
wait,
second.
I just want to get back because the Democrats are insisting that the word impartial cannot be defined, and it's in their bylaws.
Of course.
That's like, that's. I have no words for this. I can't define my
Incongruent?
reaction. It's super
Incongruent. There's a word.
If incongruency
Bullshit
can even be
meter?
super, I mean, is there an extreme? I mean, this is extreme partiality. This is disgusting.
It's extreme corruption.
It's so corrupt. And for Brian Schatz to call out,
The Republicans.
the Republican Party for this with lot less evidence than the DNC has admitted this in a court of law, a court of law. And there's been, I know a lot of you guys probably don't know about it because it's not widely being reported. It's been suppressed by all the major news
Yeah, all
sources,
major news
including
sources.
NPR, including Fox News for the most part. So
But it's a big deal.
This is a big deal. This will affect our next elections for sure. For sure, the 2018 election.
It just, at every turn, the Democratic Party.
And if they could just admit what they're doing and start over, they could recover. But how are they going to recover
They'll
if
never
they keep
recover from
pretending that this didn't happen?
And instead
And
of
it's-
right, and then there's all these alternative things that are just ridiculous because this is going on. And then the second lawsuit that was filed over the $1 million in the $1 million of leftover funds that were given out as bonuses when paid people who were supposed to be paid while they were working there didn't receive
it.
their payment.
Right.
But they took that $1 million and they divvied it up to their cronies. Like one of the head of the political party got over $220,000. So he got a quarter. He got a quarter of that money. Yeah.
Oh.
So, but my other point is, while all of this excessive corruption is being
The Democrats
exposed,
will not be corrupt when pigs fly.
and they're out on the resistance trail, the unification.
Oh my God.
The unification road trip turned into Hillary's resistance camp. Resisting what?
I say we resist corruption and we all get
Bacterial
together.
resistant infection.
God, insane. I do have to commend Jared and Elizabeth Beck for doing this because this is going to go down as one of the hugest court cases of all time in our lifetime for sure. And I do want to say that that Jared Beck responded to the court. He said, "I'm shocked to hear that we can't define what it means to be even-handed and impartial. If that were the case, we couldn't have courts. I mean, that's what courts do every day, is decide disputes in an even-handed and impartial manner.
Right.
But we can't define it." It's absolutely insane. Anyway, Brian, please.
Get real.
Get real.
Get real. Clean up the mess in our own.
Clean
It's not
up-
even my party anymore because
Not my
I
party anymore.
hashtag them exited
I-
right after this mess. But you should have some integrity.
A
And
little-
you should take care of your party before you run off and call out the Republicans on their
Yeah.
oath. Oh my God.
Let's
Oh.
call out everybody on their oath.
Call your own people out on your oath.
I'm Tanya.
And I'm Anna.
We're the Paradise Patriots.
Aloha.